going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? It's King Ade with the Wizards Review. And, man, it's going to be I don't know, it might be a long one. Who knows, man? I'm feeling really good right now. This is a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? Coming online and just, after another win. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels good. Like, it's becoming routine. You know what I mean? But you never get tired of the feeling. You never get tired of the feeling. But for all y'all that don't know, the Wizards got another win tonight. You know what I mean? Played the Magic in Orlando. Before we go any further, man, I just want to send my best to Bradley Beal. You know what I mean? He didn't play tonight. He went home with his family to mourn the loss of his grandmother, man. So I just want to give a shout out to him first and foremost, man. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. So yeah, it was a great game, though. You know what I mean? The team stepped up on his behalf, and we just showed that gritty, Wizards basketball that we've been playing this season. For real, I'm just gonna keep it real. Tonight was really like a scrimmage. You know what I mean? It felt like a scrimmage. We just happened to get the W on the official record, but it felt like a scrimmage. You know what I mean? It was times where we weren't sharp, but I just think we just knew that we were gonna win the game. And, that's just how it gets sometimes. It's human nature. But yeah, we got the win. And the thing about this win was that in seasons past, when we played teams that we were supposed to beat, sometimes it wouldn't even be sometimes, it would be semi-regularly that we would be upset. You know what I mean? We would lose to a team like the Magic in the past. You know what I mean? But tonight we came in, we handled business. We handled business, man. So let's just get right into it, man. I'm gonna start with the things I didn't like. Early in the game, the Magic had a little bit too many second chance points. You know what I mean? Just early in the game. And throughout the game, again, there were times where we got a little complacent. But overall, it wasn't such a big deal. You know what I mean? They try to fight, you know what I mean? They try to show hard. And they played the best they could. You know what I'm saying? What else I didn't like? We had a little bit too many turnovers today for my liking. You know what I mean? Especially against a team like this. But again, I just think it was just, if we played a better team, we would have been more focused. I just really believe that, man. I'm not saying they took them lightly, because obviously they didn't take them lightly. But there were times where they were a little lax. So, we'll just chalk it up to them just knowing where they were going to win the game. There was a drought in the second quarter where we couldn't score. There was a time, a second quarter drought. It was tough against the Magic. And we were running our offense well today, you know what I mean, overall. But to see times that we had a drought and we had a hard time scoring against a team like the Magic, it was a little disheartening here and there. But to their credit, they bounced back after a time, after something, and then they would score and go crazy, you know what I mean? So, again, we're just chalking it up to the opponent and, just bringing our level of play down to our opponent at times. And then overall, we didn't shoot the three-pointer well tonight. We didn't shoot the three ball well tonight. We got good open shots. We just weren't hitting a lot of shots, man, compared to other games early in the season. Yeah, we didn't have a good three-point shooting game tonight overall. But again, it didn't affect the overall outcome, which was the win. And ultimately that's what it's about. Win and losses. All this talk of that, the bad, they didn't do this, they didn't do that, or they did this and they did that. It's about the wins, man. And we got the win. So I'm not going to come for them tonight. I'm just going to say that we didn't shoot the ball well tonight, and we need to shoot better next game. But that's all I didn't like, for the most part. That's all I didn't like tonight, man. So let's just get into what I did like, man. And overall, early in the game, our offense ran crisp. Again, just watching the season, I'm really confident, man. I don't want to keep saying it, but I'm confident we're going to get 50 wins, man, just based on the way we play. You know what I mean? It's the fundamentals of our offense and defense, ball movement, getting the open shot, playing tough defense. We do that game in and game out, win or lose. You know what I mean? So I'm I'm definitely confident in that, and I like the way our offense ran throughout the game. You know, there were times where we had laws like that. What I mentioned earlier with the what I say the second quarter scoring drill. You know what I mean? So, but overall we played all right. We played good offense. And in the first quarter, we really took the game over in the first quarter because again, so this is back to back things that I like. So in the first quarter, you know, it was back and forth, and they took the lead. You know what I mean? They took the lead. But one thing I like, Ansel called the timeout, got the team to regroup. He made substitutions. He made the right substitutions at the right time in the game, calling timeout at the right time in the game when we needed to settle down. And he did that. As a coach, that was great coaching. He put Trez in. You know what I mean? Once Trez got in, the game got settled. We went from being down to closing the quarter with a 10-point lead, a 14-0 run within that turnaround to get us that 10-point lead at the end of the first quarter when we were down before we called that timeout. So for Trez to come in, set the record straight, let them know, like, this is not, I hope y'all don't think I'm going to get a win or anything like that, but just come in and just, you know, just impose his will, basically, on the Magic. It was beautiful. And just to see him go at Mo Bamba, man. Mo Bamba, man, he's 7 foot, you know what I mean? But he want to shoot threes and all that. If he doesn't get some weight up and start getting himself in the post more, he's not going to be in the league that long, man. Because when Montrez got in there, he looked at him like, man, this bull weak, man. I could just see it the way he played. It's like, oh, this bull weak, he can't handle me. And he did what he wanted to do. And he definitely was the reason that turned the game around. And we took hold of the game from there. So I want to give shout out to Montrez. I definitely like that. You know what I mean? So those were all the things, that series of, you know, calling a timeout, getting the sub, getting Montrez in, Montrez setting the tone, turning the game around, getting the team back focused. All of that happening in sequence like that was just a beautiful thing to see. And that was the reason why I feel we won the game. Just that segment and turning the deficit we had into a lead, that was definitely the turning point of the game, and we didn't look back from there. So I definitely like that. What else? Oh, I saw Denny tonight, man. Denny, man, he does the little things, man. His defense is stellar, man. He plays great perimeter defense. And he was hitting shots out there, man. The whole team as a whole, just hitting big shot after big shot. You know what I mean? It was just a beautiful thing to watch. But I've been noticing Denny, and I wanted to give a special shout out to him for just stepping this game up and understanding the role and what we need from him to make this team successful, man. He's playing his role very well, and I definitely like that, man. He was one of the subs that came in with Montrez to turn the game around as well, so I wanted to mention that. I like we forced a lot of turnovers tonight. You know what I'm saying? We turned the ball over too much. I didn't like that, but we did force a lot of turnovers too. They're a young team. You know what I'm saying? And quite frankly, they had no business being on the court with us. You know what I mean? That's really, like I said, for me to be able to say that so confidently, just shows the improvement that Wes Unseld brought to the team. Just, you know what I mean, start the season. I'm just so confident. You know what I mean? Like, I had no worries tonight. Like, no worries. You know what I mean? Even when we were down in the first quarter, I knew that Coach Unseld was going to call the timeout and make the right adjustments. And he did. You know what I'm saying? It just feels good to know that you got a coach that's going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely like that. Kuzma, man, he had a crazy block tonight, man. It was crazy. It's going to be on SportsCenter. It's going to be one of the top plays of the year type block. A lot of, you know, even watching the game, you know what I mean? Drew Gooden and Justin Kutcher, they thought it was Gafford with the block, the way the block looked. It was so crazy. But, you know, Kuzma just playing great defense. And hitting the threes tonight as well, man. He played a very good, solid game. He's getting just more and more comfortable. You see it every game. He's hitting shots now at the beginning of the season. He was always contributing, but he wasn't shooting the ball as well as he has been shooting lately, man. So I just been noticing that, man. I really like that, man. And then I also like Dinwiddie's game, man. There was a play early in the first quarter where it was a scramble for the ball. He dived for the ball and grabbed the ball, and instead of trying to pass it to a teammate or something, he just called a timeout. Just a simple, you know, subtle play but it was a big play because we kept the possession. But it just showed his awareness. And tonight he just played with a lot of poise, man. Just an old school game. You know what I mean? Nothing too flashy. Score when there's an opportunity to score. Assist when there's an opportunity to assist. And get a rebound when there's an opportunity to get the rebound. Just a simple, effective game Dinwiddie showed tonight, man. And he led us, as well as Montrez, with the win. You know what I mean? He led us with, 23 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. You know what I mean? But it was just it wasn't like, it was like an effortless almost triple-double. You know what I'm saying? It was so effortless, man. So I just really like the way our team looks. We showed our depth. You know what I mean? Aaron Holiday got the start, got 11 points, 4 assists, man. So, you know what I mean? The team is just a great team. It's just a great overall team, man. Again, shout out to Bradley Beal. We can't wait to see him back in the lineup. You know what I'm saying? But he knows he got a team that got his back, man. And it just feels good to know that we got a team like that. A team that got each other's back. And a team that's not dependent on one person. It's a team effort, man. So I really like what I saw tonight. You know what I mean? Again, it felt like a scrimmage. I really got to my show early. You know what I mean? I usually watch the game all the way to the end. But I was like, all right, man. You know what I mean? I see what time it is. Let me set up early. You know what I'm saying? So I got on 30 minutes earlier than I was scheduled to get on. That's how good we played tonight, man. So I definitely like that. Yeah, so that's about it, man. That's about it, yo. That's everything I like. You know what I mean? Beautiful game again. You know what I mean? First in the East. You know what I mean? I don't want to jinx it, but it is a fact. So I can state facts, right? Yeah, first in the East. The defense is looking good. Offense is looking good. We weren't as sharp as we have been, and we will be moving forward. But for us to win, even though, we let them get the score, the final score is not reflective of how the game was. You know what I mean? We really, really dominated them tonight, man. So I'm happy again, a good win, and that's just what it is, man. So anyway, man, y'all like what y'all heard tonight? Like what y'all seeing, man? I would appreciate you subscribing to the Wizards Review on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook. You can also follow me, King God ADMV, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm on Xbox Series S and X on the NBA 2K22. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, another great night. Want y'all to have a good night as well. Have a good weekend. You know what I mean? And until next game, I'm going to see y'all later. All right? Take care. Peace.